Okay, in this lesson I'm going to teach you the 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale on the guitar. Okay, for these examples we're going to be working in G minor. So our first shape, position 1, is going to start on that 3rd fret of the 6th string, there like that with the first finger. Okay, now if you space your fingers out 1 finger per fret, so nicely spaced out like that, try not to have your fingers crunched up together like that so you're doing unnecessary movement. So 1 finger per fret. Now it starts off with 1 big stretch with the first finger and then little finger on the 6th fret. Like that, so those are your first 2 notes. Now if you can, try and alternate the picking with the right hand as well with the plectrum. So don't just use all down strokes, actually pick the notes down and then up. Okay? So down, then up on that one. Okay, now on the next 3 strings below that, we're going to start with like 3 smaller stretches, so with the first finger and then 3rd finger like that. Okay, so let's piece that together. So 1 big stretch and 3 smaller stretches on the 3 strings below. And then the shape finishes with 2 big stretches on top with the first and little finger again. Okay, so I'll play that through. Okay, now that position 1 shape has got root note on that 6th string, and that note's repeated on that 5th fret of the 4th string and 3rd fret on that 1st string, like that. So and those are all the G's in the scale there. Now the nice thing is, once you get these shapes under your fingers, you can actually move them around and play in any key depending on where that root note is. So if I take that shape and start on the 5th fret, that note there is an A, so I'd be playing an A minor pentatonic scale. That kind of thing. But for now it's going to stick into G minor. Okay, so that's position 1. Let's move up to position 2 now. So position 2, starting with the 2nd finger on that 6th fret. And the shape starts with a little stretch between that finger and the little finger on the 8th fret. Like that. Okay. On the next 2 strings we've got 2 big stretches, first finger on the 5th fret, little finger on the 8th fret. Okay, so from the top. Okay, and then when we get to the 3rd string, we've got a smaller stretch with the first finger on the 5th fret and 3rd finger on the 7th fret. Okay, and on the last 2 strings, we're back to the 2nd finger on the 6th fret and the little finger on the 8th fret. And that's the same on the top 2 strings. Okay, so I'll play that through from the top. Okay, now position 2's got root notes on that 4th string 5th fret there. Okay, and that note's repeated on that 8th fret on the 2nd string there. So those are your G's in that shape. Okay, now position 3. So again we're going to start this with the 2nd finger on the 8th fret this time. And this shape starts with 3 small stretches between the 2nd and little finger. So we've got... Okay, and then the 1st finger drops onto that 7th fret on the 3rd string, and then we stretch up to the 10th fret with a little finger. So let's put that together. Okay, and when we get to the 2nd string, that 1st finger has to shift up to the 8th fret, and then to the little finger on the 11th fret there. Okay, so let's put that together. And then the shape finishes with the 1st finger on the 8th fret and the 3rd finger on the 10th fret. Okay, so I'll play that through again. Okay, so that's position 3, and position 3 has got root note on that 10th fret there on the 5th string, and that note's repeated on the 8th fret on that 2nd string. So so that's a G there and there. Okay, so now on to position 4. So position 4, G minor, starts on that 10th fret with the first finger. Okay, and it starts with 2 big stretches with the first and little finger. Like that. And then we're on to like 2 smaller stretches with the first and third finger on the next 2 strings. So let's put that together. Okay, and then the second finger goes to the 11th fret on that second string, and then little finger stretches up to that 13th fret. And then on your last string, your first finger on the 10th fret, and then big stretch onto the 13th fret with the little finger. Okay, so let's put that shape together. So okay, so that's position 4, and position 4 has root notes on that 10th fret of the 5th string, and that's repeated on that 12th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so that brings us to the final position, position 5, and this position starts with the second finger on that 13th fret there, and starts off with 2 small stretches with the second and little finger on the 15th. See? Okay. And then next 2 strings, your first finger's on that 12th fret, and then little fingers on that 15th fret, and you do 2 of those on the 4th and 3rd string. Okay, so go from the top. Okay, and then shape finishes with 2 smaller stretches again, starting with the second finger on the 13th, little finger on the 15th fret. So we do that for the second string and the first string. Okay, so let's go through that. Okay, and the root note on position 5 is that note with the little finger on the 6th string, 15th fret there, and that note's repeated there on the 12th fret for the 3rd string, and on the 15th fret of that top E string there. So, okay, and those are your 5 positions of the minor pentatonic scale. So have a play through those, and try to remember that right hand technique as well, with the alternate picking down, up all the time. Okay, so I hope that's helped you out, and please check out some of my other videos as well, and I'll see you soon.